Trouble's always all around, so we stay quick with the guns and cannons. Standing as long as you can until we get all dolls up. Then call our bets off, we'll blow the guitar, dealing with lives messed up.
Alright. Oh, man. I hate technical difficulties, bro. Especially when it's something like so weird, like, oh, the power goes out. Like, because when your we have a power outage, like, that can destroy things, can break parts. I was worried the last, like, 30 minutes. I was like, dang, did that power outage destroy a PC part? Do I, like, get a new Wi-Fi thing or like Ethernet thing? Like, how does that work? Am I cooked? You know, I was freaking out, bro. That shit had me stressed, and and nothing was working. I uninstalled drivers and shit, and like the LAN drivers and whatever the fuck else, like Wi-Fi techie bullshit, right? I was like, okay, it's not working. I got it from the official. Nothing's working. Everything's still the same issue. Oh my goodness, am I cooked? Do I have to replace? Is my parts or my LAN parts? My Ethernet cable, is it broken? Am I gonna have to wait to get a new one? Fuck, right? And then I went to my Wi-Fi box as my last option. I'm like, there's no way unplugging this shit and plugging it back in is gonna help. There's no way that's the problem. I mean, it looks fine, right? Right? Doesn't have any connection issues over here, right? It doesn't look like it on the screen. And then I unplugged it. I waited 30 seconds, and then that shit worked. Shit fucking worked, bro. You can't be for real. Jesus. That's frustrating. But at the same time, I'm glad it was so simple that I just had to unplug and replug my actual router, bro. Like, technical, like, imagine, it could have been worse. It could have been worse, and I didn't even lose that much time. It's like 20-30 minutes of time. Alright, let's get fucking to it, bro. What was I gonna do first? I don't even remember my order of operations, bro. That's right. Before the technical difficulties and all that, I was gonna start off with the easiest step of making a video for me, at least. Oh, I got 2 subscribers in the middle of, like, technical difficulties. Where you motherfuckers come from? That's crazy, man. Whatever. Whatever, man. That's great. That's great. Alright, let me make a thumbnail. Of all these robots. Oh wow, this does look really good on screen now. I'm so glad I did that thing that clears up the game. What does that look like here? Wow, that looks so good. Okay, actually no, before I do anything else, since this is a stream, I'm gonna take some time to goof off and look at that on my end. What does that shit look like, bro? On stream. I gotta pull that up for myself so I can look at myself, or look at my own gameplay from the YouTube end, because that is different. I see it super clear on my OBS preview monitor thing, but it's not like the same thing. Okay, that shit looks clean. Let me see. Let me run around, smash and tag. Okay. That looks so good, actually. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a good time with this one. This shit gonna be easy. Oh, I forgot. I'm in the wrong mode. Need to be in R niche. There we go. Okay. Okay. How loud is the... That's pretty good. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I knew how loud the actual like in-game or background music was as well. Okay. I think we're good, we're good, we're good. Okay. Alright, everything's good. Checks to go. Game looks good on stream, but doesn't matter because it look even better when I do the recording aspect instead, which is always a treat. Especially since I got that down. I guess I gotta find a good... What's a good machine for a thumbnail? Like, what's gonna convince people? They saw this on a thumbnail. What would convince them to watch? Out of all my machines here. Why is it... Let me see. Why's the camera like that? How do I get the camera to change again? I forgot it does that, actually. Let me... That's right, because I haven't actually played this on my new PC. So I imagine some settings aren't the same as I used to have them. Camera view and angle fixed. There we go. There we go. I got control back. Yeah, that's something I should make a note, like yeah, that's what I'll make a semi-script. I don't really like making scripts. It's not my strong suit, but that's okay. Okay. I'll bring your video script. It's not really a script, just I want to have key points that I bring up. Tooltips? No. Yeah, I'll do tips on good settings for the game. I know a lot of people really aren't that good at going through settings and having the patience of looking at stuff, reading it, and caring enough to change things around, but you should. And interact. Right, so one thing's for sure. Area movement, you want that shit to be interact instead of automatic. Okay. Area movement. That movement. Interact. Just cut some things out the way. If I'm gonna have a script, it's gonna be a good script. Okay, and then why isn't auto collect active? That's always active. What? That's weird. Well, either way, I'm gonna put that in the settings. Item. Put that in the notes. Item auto collect. You definitely gonna want that on. I don't know why it's grayed out. It's weird. I have to figure that out before I start fully recording this section of the video, so I know at least how to fix it. Because having to manually pick everything up is a pain in the ass. Let's see. What other control would I say? Or a tip would I say is good to learn? Actually no. This is more like a, I guess I wouldn't say retrospective. So the game's not that old. It came out in 2023. This video is gonna be like an informative video, like kind of slightly informative. I just want to highlight this game. It has no media coverage at all. And it's one of my favorite indie games. So I don't know how I'm gonna what type of video this is. I just want to talk about it. So I'm not gonna like try to give out like make it like all about tooltips and how to best play the game and these settings and make sure you learn this. I think this video is gonna be more like a I just want to talk about highlight some things, highlight some progression points. I think I'll ignore the story of the game entirely. I'm not going to do anything story related. I'm not going to talk about anything story related in this video. I just want to show off the gameplay because the story it's alright. I don't hate the story. I actually kind of like the story in this game, but I never bought this game for the story. I never played this for the story. I don't care about this game's story in the sense that it's good, but I'm here to do shit like this and shit like this and shit like this. Wait, how do I swap weapons to I forget how to swap my weapons. Hold on. It's been a while. What was the button? Triangle? No, that was my boost. Oh, it's circle. Yeah. No, it's not. That's my other weapon. No. That one? There we go. I didn't mean to do that. No, dang. I don't remember the controls. It's been so long. And I've been playing so many different games. A lot of different controls. L2. It's R2. Okay, for me it's R2. Alright. Oh, shit. I forgot how explosive explosions can be. Instant overheat is crazy. Oh, man. My mechs are so fucking strong. I think this one might be, this mech is candidate for one of the best for thumbnails, actually. If we're talking about just pure thumbnail, pure aura, this might be the bot that I would want to make a video on. Or would make a if I'm gonna make a video, it's probably gonna be running around with this one. Maybe this one? I mean, it has some aura to it, right? I mean, this shit goes I mean, I guess I could get clips on multiple different robots, so I don't have to stick to one. It's a video, right? I don't have to do just one robot. I can show off a bit of a variety, so I guess I'll start with this one. It's pretty eye-catching. This one. And there may be a more... Hell, even I can show off this one too. This is the punch. This is my punch-up robot. Right, and then the two arm cannons. Shit goes hard, bro. Yeah, okay. So I'll probably do a mix of this one, and this one. Doors Might, Ignorant, and Hands Upon the... Yeah, these are the ones I'll use primarily for the video, so... Yeah, and then... What's that? Okay. You would think I would have had this planned out already. But no. I don't plan things. Ever. I'm like a caveman. I'm like a caveman with technology. Except I understand technology better than most people, but still, I'm like a caveman. I don't plan for shit. I do things on the spot, and I do them great or terrible. There's no in between. I'm really just planning what I'm gonna use for clips. I'm gonna try my first. This is gonna be my first attempt at a voiceover. Like when I make this video, first I'm gonna record voiceless clips, mic muted and stuff, right? And then, or micless at least, and then I'm gonna do a voiceover for various sections, or at least try to. I'm gonna try to do a voiceover. Shit might be weird, might be hard. I might be a fool. But it's worth a shot. It's worth a shot. Okay, so no, let me just stop floundering and focus on getting that thumbnail. Okay. Actually, no, I forgot. Before I do that, let me figure out why auto collect isn't working. What's up with that? Yeah, autocollect is not working. And I don't understand why. Am I forgetting something? Was there an update since I last played that changed something about autocollect? Because it's not... I've always had that on. But I've always had that shit on, so I don't know why it's not on at this point in time. Oh right, this did have the crossbow. Do I care though? No, I don't care. I don't care about the crossbow being highlighted because I can make the crossbow be super strong. But no, we're good. Now, where is the auto collect? Why is it not triggering? Did I take something off? Like, was it an application I took off? Applications are these discs, by the way. In the run. Yeah. That's nice. I died. Great. Now, bring me back. I need to check. 100% in this game, so I definitely should have the application. But I've never taken it off. I know I never took this shit off before. It should be in this one. Auto collect. Which one was for auto collect? Calls to negotiation. Smart customer. No, that wasn't it. Plunder. None of these was for auto collect. Was it curiosity? No, I don't need those. Battle assessment. No. Nuh-uh. Exception? Where is auto collect? Allows prioritizing. What? Quick computing. No. Definitely not in this section. This is for damage, right? Very gumption, consecutive waves. Where is it? How you doing, Max? I would have been streaming earlier, but I had some weird technical difficulties that occurred because I had a power outage, like last night. Technically, was it last night or like 12 a.m. something like that? It's like 12 a.m. for me. But yeah, and it fucked up my Wi-Fi router, and I didn't realize that. So I was freaking out, thinking my my PC's LAN part, on the inside of it, all that PC stuff. I thought that was like it was fried or something. And I was like uninstalling drivers and shit and losing my mind because it wasn't fixing anything and reinstalling stuff, and then I just went to my router as my last option. I think I put it in chat. Yeah, I was like, I lost so much time. Like, I started stream earlier and I had like really bad connection. I was wondering why, because I haven't had connection issues in like 2 months. So yeah, that shit was driving me crazy. Like, it was bad. Like, half of my connection speed went into the trash, so I had to figure that out. But I figured it out, and I'm back. Or I'm here. I'm doing the fucking R&E stream. Recording and editing. I'm gonna call it R&E for short, forever. This series is officially called R&E. And if this stream's probably gonna go well, I'm gonna make a playlist for this, simply so it exists for me to document kinda all the R&E streams. I'm not even gonna make the first one. I'm not even gonna put the first one in there. That one's gonna be a relic of its time. Technically, this is gonna be the first real organized R&E stream. After I figure out what what app I had that made auto collect enabled, because right now I don't have auto collect and it's driving me crazy because I've always had auto collect and I don't remember what the fuck I may have took off like randomly many months ago. I haven't played this game in months, so yeah. I checked if you were streaming right after your stream went out. And I was like, shit. And I saw it. Yeah, it happens. I saw that I had 3 views on it. I was like, damn, those are people who would have been interested. Because that was like really quick that those 3 views showed up. I was like, what the fuck? It sucks. I hate when that happens, but you know, I gotta get over it. Shit happens, life happens, bullshit happens, and all you can do is adapt and try to deal with it. Now, where the fuck is this at, bro? Like, I need to find auto. Like, it's one of my tool tips that I have. I'm setting up like kind of half-ass scripts because I'm gonna try to do a voiceover, right, for this video. I'm gonna record several clips and stuff like that, key points. I'm gonna do a voiceover or try my best at a voiceover for all of them or some shit, right? So I want to have at least, I want to try doing like some sort of semi-script, you know, make some bullet points, right? And I'm trying to find, like, I want to have some tool tips for this game, something I wish I knew when I first started, right? Because if I'm gonna try to convince people to play this game, this is indie game that a lot of people probably never heard of, I at least want to make sure they have a smooth time playing, and not get confused and never figure this out and didn't know they could put this on and make this part of the game much less stressful or some shit, you know. I just gotta remember where it is. I'm not seeing it in the... I know it's not these, right? Because Horde was energy based. Yeah, that's not... voltage... What? Where is it? Is it not in here? Scrap and absorb. Okay. Something's wrong. Yeah, I decided to turn the music up for this stream. Normally I don't, because if I'm playing a game, it might be distracting, or if there's like audio in the game, I don't know, it depends. Like with Final Fantasy, I don't want the background music to be too loud because, you know, there might be a cutscene or something and it's disruptive. But in this case, with a stream like this, I'm mostly gonna be, you know, trying to find moments to record and I don't know, shit like that. So, you know, he's gonna that violence breeds violence. Okay, I can't figure out. Why is this locked off? That doesn't make any sense. Let me see. Battle menu. Is there anything I'm forgetting about? I don't know. Auto? No. Auto, like, what? What happened to this setting? Why is that turned off? I've never seen this before. There has to be like an update or something that happened while I was not playing this game. But obviously I played the fuck out of it for like as long as I did. But like it's been almost a year since I really touched this game for real, for real. So why is auto collect not functional? Like grayed out. I've never seen that before. The bloodstained sand. Auto collect. Log report. Let me see. I'm checking the community Discord, or not Discord, the Steam discuss section to see maybe there's something that happened. Cloud save now. A robot bud that follows you doesn't pick up the rice balls. Apps automatically. Auto collect item and options cannot be enabled. Still works like normal on my desktop though. Oh, so basically something happened with the cloud save, like universally, that bugged out auto collect. He doesn't even pick up rice balls anymore. What the fuck? Why is this a thing? Yo, why is that a thing? This sucks. Auto collect was like a life-saving feature, bro. Okay, auto pickup functionality is part of the game config, not part of your progress save. Reinstall the game on fresh away, blah 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 blah. So if I reinstall it, so me reinstalling this game on a new PC or a new OS or whatever the fuck, I lose auto pickup? What the fuck? How do you fix that shit? I'm not doing shit till I figure out how to fix that shit. What kind of weird issue is that? I've never heard of that. Settings just not being enabled because you installed it on another PC or system? What? Oh my goodness. So you lose auto pickup. Then how do you get auto pickup? How do you get it back? Do I have to go into the settings or something and find this shit in the archives of the fucking... Can't wait for 5 million effect to mix its commission completely, bring it over. It's not that bad. It would be way worse if I was look, the game usually has a more how do you say, old school retro look to it. I did some shenanigans to make the game look way more modern. I mean, obviously it has modern looks to it. As you can see, it looks really shiny, but it has a filter over it to look more retro on purpose, which is a design choice, right? It makes it harder for people to see when it comes to streaming or just video, right? Versus what it is right now. It won't be that bad, I promise. I mean, let's run a little test here. You let me know if this, for example, I'm just gonna like do some explosions or some shit, right? Let me know if this is overwhelming to you. Like if seeing a bunch of these happen. Not too much? Let me know. Because if that is, that just gives me an idea of what's gonna come through and what's not gonna come through on screen. Okay, so basically, item auto collect doesn't exist anymore, or isn't enableable anymore. It's overwhelming. Well, that's just gonna have to do. It's not, maybe it's because my brain works a little bit differently. I don't mean that as a flex or anything. Quite literally, I don't get overwhelmed by things like other people. The things I get overwhelmed by are weird. So yeah, it kind of leaves me in a weird position compared to other people. In fact, for me, this is kind of understimulating, if that makes any sense. Very weird, I know. But either way, the game's still fun, and it's not that hard to follow once you understand, you know, things die when you press buttons. Yeah, well, it's a simple feature. Or at least things get hurt when you press buttons. So you just keep pressing buttons. But also, my favorite parts of the game aren't really the big explodey parts, but rather, it's the melee stuff. Let me show you. Let me show you real quick. You know, like, yeah, you see the little effects, but that's because I have multi-punch. Like, this is a lot more reasonable. You can see shit. You can comprehend this. Where the robots at? Where the little robots at? Oh, I must have shot them into the wall or some shit. Oops. But yeah, let me show you real quick. Let me show you. Like, yeah, it's a lot more easy to follow when I just do melee shit, because it's melee shit, and that's my favorite portion of the game anyway. Because obviously I could just go bomb crazy and just blow everything up. Also, I just want to point out, this is not this is what I'm doing right now is so far from early game. I don't want to show off gameplay like this when I'm recording too often, because this is the sort of shit that if I was on like a fresh account and I made a cannon like this, I made a robot like this, I would probably instantly destroy myself, because right now my stats are absolutely bonkers. I 100% at this game, so like all my stats are through the roof. I'm extremely fucking strong. Blah 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 blah. All that good stuff. Let me see. Where is it? Here. Like all my shit's maxed out. So basically, I'm able to tank my own damage. But like, blowing yourself up is a real thing in this game, and if you do it and you die, that's kind of your fault. You should have never been close to a wall when you decide to shoot an explosive. It just kind of makes sense. I'm also kind of semi-immune to overheat damage because of my build, or not really build, more so just my stats in general. So like, there's certain things I'm not gonna do for the video because I literally can't. I don't want to promote the idea that you can just run around blowing shit up like at level 1, because you'll blow yourself up and be wondering why'd you die? Who killed you? You killed yourself. And then, you know, I don't want somebody to quit the game because they keep mysteriously dying, and then they realize, oh, I keep blowing myself up, but I want to use these big explosions. And, you know, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna push more of the melee stuff first, and showcase a little bit of the range. So just a little bit, just a teaser, just a little teaser, because I don't want, you know, I want people to get a taste for greatness. Especially once you get stronger in this game, you can really start going crazy and doing crazy shit, like, you know, abusing gravity cannons and things without, you know, getting yourself killed. For example, Behold! Wait, wrong one. That's a shotgun. Gravity cannon! Look at this shit. I don't have the augments to make that way stronger. I have, or apps, they're called apps in this game. But there's things you can put on that makes your gravity cannon last longer, and it sucks in things harder, and it does more damage. And I'm not, my build's not set up for that. I could easily put that shit on though. But like this game has all sorts of crazy mech shit. It is very, very feature complete. There's most stuff most games wish they had, like this, for example. I could do shit like this. Fucking, this is crazy. I'm just, like the amount of things you can do on this game. I mean, you can even a shield. I mean, obviously, when you're in the normal mode, you can get guns too. Like there's so much I have to make sure I cover. Not really. I'm not gonna cover everything. I'm just gonna touch on things. I'm gonna touch on the things. A few weapons here. You know, maybe have a clip of me going through weapons as I talk about the variety of this game and blah 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 blah, and how everything has its own playstyle and the combination of things can change stuff. Like if I ran around with a bow, it changes how you play the game a little. You know, I can have my own shoot rocket launchers and shit, blah blah blah, my own plasma shit, but you know, all that sort of stuff, blah 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 blah, and weapons and chainsaws and fucking axes and drills. It's crazy. It's crazy. You also, there's a lot of customization in this game. There's a lot. You can also customize all the colors of everything freely. There's general, which just shows you the color of everything. I'm probably gonna have like a clip in the background with me talking about customization options and weapons for the regular character, and because you can also do a full run without any mechs. You don't need to play a mech if you don't want to. But yeah, what was I gonna do? Alright, I'm gonna get a thumbnail first. Let's go do that. If I can't use auto collect, that's fine. I'll just pretend it doesn't exist and it never existed. Let's go find a place to get a thumbnail though. I gotta clear out this room. It's a great room. Tech support scammers want to literally know if they are now in your router and access all your private information searches. Yeah, but even if that was the case, every entity is in my router and has access to everything. I mean, that's not even abnormal. We live in a modern era, bro. Everybody has access to my everything. Like you have Wi-Fi. Did you know that just having Wi-Fi, the company who you have Wi-Fi under, they track all your shit? It's not even a joke. You're tracked. Like, even if you make searches in incognito mode, so long as you did it on that Wi-Fi, that's tracked. And that information can be pulled up by whoever is the person who pays the Wi-Fi and is considered the admin of the house for the admin of the Wi-Fi within the household. They can call up the company or whatever, go to the website and pull that information up. Yeah, like, so, you know, incognito is not as safe as you think unless you pay the bills and you determine who gets on the Wi-Fi and stuff. But if you don't pay bills, and I pay for my own Wi-Fi, by the way, so like, you know, nobody gets to tell me what to do with my Wi-Fi. I'm just saying, I look up what I want to look up. No incognito needed, cause fuck you, I'm an adult. I watch what I want. That's beyond the point. But you get the point though. Like, everything you do is tracked from start to finish. There's nothing you can do about it. That's the society that we live in. I mean, at least they let you know that they are who they are. I mean, you say that, but do you really know who they are? Do you really know who they are? I really wish I had auto collect right now so I can clear the screen. This is really annoying, actually. Like, for the sake of video purposes, I wonder how good this, I wonder how much, like, does this look bad with all the stuff on the floor? Like, that's really annoying, actually. That never used to be a thing, because auto collect, the robot you see right there, little robot right there, look at him. Oh, he's walking. He's traveling. Wait, where'd he go? Whatever. Little robot right there. He just goes around collecting shit, but he doesn't do it anymore for some reason. Why? That's bonkers, bro. All right, let me just pick shit up. Whatever. I'll pick shit up. I'll do it myself. I have to go around manually cleaning up the floor. That's what the robot was for, man. Maybe something in like the set, like the actual like code of the game I can go look at. Some easy shit I can pull up and like just make true or false. Cause this shit doesn't make any sense. I'm actually gonna check. That's the benefit of this being a stream. I can take that time to look at these things and at least make sure I'm not completely fucked. Let's see. Okay. People be saying use Linux for reasons like security, while using Linux doesn't do shit for your security. Google's listening to you and won't do anything. I mean, it depends. It depends on what type of security. There's levels to it. If you're just talking about getting tracked and all your information and stuff like that, yeah, that's... I mean, unless you are a legitimate, like, hacker or something who understands technology to that degree and you make your own fucking Wi-Fi, or you understand your own... or not Wi-Fi. You make your own encryptions and everything, and your technology is actually properly sealed off by your own design, in which case, if that's the case, only those people have true privacy. But even then, that comes with limitations, because when you have that much privacy, you don't get to access things easily. So you have to find workarounds all the fucking time. Privacy is kind of a curse at the same time, because it makes everything homework. How the fuck do I access this website if they want to get my information and I don't let them? So they don't let me in the website. Fuck. Now you got to figure out how to get in some other way, which is mostly illegal. But hey, they're already hacking anyway, so who gives a shit? They're the few people who have those skills, so let them do what they do, I guess. Who cares? But like, the thing about Linux though, it's more about the internal security for things like how do you say? I'm not the biggest tech guy, so I couldn't tell you particularly. I have a friend who could probably tell you all about it, but it's like the hardware stuff. It's harder to get viruses. It has better virus protection and all these other things. Like you'd probably see a Linux user not ever get a virus or some random Trojan horse or, you know, some shit like that, because Linux is better locked down for that sort of thing, because it's designed for the people. I said for the people by the people, and those people don't want their shit hacked by some random dude in India who just sent out a fucking scam link and forced it on people's, you know, like, I don't know, some shit like that, right? Whereas Windows is Windows. Apple is also really secure, but that's because they prevent Apple users from being able to do shit. You have to jailbreak your shit just to have any kind of real freedom on an Apple device. But hey, if you're one of those people who suck Apple's dick, Apple phone, Mac laptop, Mac PC, or whatever the fuck, go for it. I don't know. If you like containment in a box, sure. But Linux is basically for actual, like, better protection against external threats and things like that. But if you're a dumbass, you can still get a virus. I mean, dumbasses can pull off the impossible, bro. I'm just saying, a dumbass can get a virus on a fucking toaster. How? I don't know. They clicked the link, and while they were connected to the Bluetooth toaster, now that shit's taken over. They can't control it no more. Okay, alright. Let me actually try to figure out... if I can, like, go into the game's code or files or whatever and turn on auto-collect manually. I really want auto-collect. Stage build. Third party, no, definitely not third party content. Renderer, tessellation? No, definitely not it. Slate, cursor, no, Then content, packs, global. Nah. Every single time I mention Apple near my siblings, they treat it like a forbidden word, like it's a curse word. What do you mean? Like Apple is in like the company? Like are they fans of Apple? Do they like it, or they just hate Apple? Me personally, I dislike Apple. I don't hate it. That's a bit extreme. It's a lot of energy to expend for a company that doesn't know you exist, in my opinion. I won't be doing that. The company. So do they hate them? To the bottom of bedrock. Okay. Honestly, W siblings, they have common sense. The main problem I have with Apple is once you get into it and you've been in like the Apple fucking, what is it? What do they call it? You know, like their whole OS space where, you know, everything's connected, you know, your phone's connected to your this and your watch, blah, 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 all these shared features and things, right? Once you get into it and your data's all on it and stuff like that, it's really, really hard to get it off. Like if you want to go, say, to a Samsung or some shit, a lot of that shit you're just gonna have to go without. You're not getting it over. Apple's gonna hoard your data. A lot of that shit, man. Even though it's all connected to each other through like the Apple OS or whatever the fuck, doesn't fucking matter. Because it's not coming off the OS. So your whole life is now Apple related. And that's how they keep people stuck, because they don't want to deal with having to find odd ways to get important data into like a fucking, you know, a new laptop that isn't a MacBook, right? So they just give up and say, I'll just get another MacBook. And there you go. Now you're buying an overpriced MacBook, or you're buying a secondhand, used, slightly underpriced MacBook. That shit is killer, bro. Looking through the data files in the game, I don't think I'm gonna be able to turn auto collect on manually. That shit sucks. So I guess I'll just have to live with that. That's fine. Whatever. It doesn't really matter, right? 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 Okay. Let me just get that thumbnail though. Let me get that thumbnail. I've been yapping for too long. Power of APKs let me download an Arabian game that's based off Battle Cats. Why don't you just play Battle Cats? I don't understand what's the point of a base game if you just play Battle Cats instead. Then again, I don't like either of those games. I don't like Battle Cats in general. It's never been my type of game. That's just me though. Also, I don't like how overly monetized Battle Cats is. Like, Jesus Christ, I've never seen a more greedy game. Or actually, no, I've seen some greedier games. But damn, Battle Cats is greedy as fuck. Maybe that's why you don't like it. Battle Cats really wants your money. Really, really badly. Like, damn. You'll have those people who say, "Oh, you don't need all the special overpriced and units that you have to gamble for. You don't really need those. And you can just earn them by playing the game for 24,000 hours." Yeah, no thank you. First off, I don't want to play for 24,000 hours. Second, you don't need it? Uh-huh. Sure. Tell it to the person who has all the rainbow Miku cats or whatever the fuck it's called. Because Arabian bootleg has Allah cat? Alright, bro. That's a crazy reason. Specifically. Just for that one cat, huh? Just for the one cat. Anyway, let me get this thumbnail. Let's see. What's a good thumbnail? Oh, can I turn the... I've already asked this question before, but... I think I did. Can I turn the HUD off? I think there was a way to turn the HUD off, right? What was it? It was F11 or 12? F9. F8. 9. I'm just gonna press all the Fs. All the Fs. Nothing. It was something. One of these buttons, bro, was useful for turning the HUD off. I don't remember which one. I swear there was a HUD off button. Let me check button mapping. Let's see. From controls, keyboard and mouse, battle. Let me see. Is there a HUD? I swear there's a HUD off button, bro. There has to be. I've only played Battle Cats with cheats that let me just change my stats and waddle through the levels because I spawned most OP cats like over 50 times. Understandable. I played Battle Cats all of 2 times. One was the regular version and one was the cheated version, and I hate them both. But then again, I just don't like that type of game. That is one of the few types of games I just can't stand. Let's see, where is... I know there's a button for this shit, bro. Fixed orientation, camera rotation. Let's see. Menu? Cursor, scroll. Camera? That's strange, bro. Cursor locked. Okay, free. Camera rotation, aim. I don't use mouse and keyboard, so. Is there has to be, I swear is the button to turn the HUD off, bro. I know there is. I'm so annoyed. It's been so long. I don't remember like these small little details. Unless I'm tripping and it's actually just a cutscene that I can trigger. I mean, I could trigger the cutscene. But I want to zoom it in. Actually, let me do that. Let me zoom the camera in. That's something I can do. I can zoom the camera in for the thumbnail. For a thumbnail shot. Where is it? Controls. Let's see. Is it info display? Let's see. Can I just turn it? What if I no? Turning all this off wouldn't help. Actually, it wouldn't help at all. Actually, there's no way I can. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's no way to do it like that. So here's what I'll do. Everything I see, every time I see things about Cookie Run Kingdom, I'm just confused. Like, what game? The only thing I heard about the game is gambling. To be fair, that's like most mobile games. They're just gambling games or some form of buy all of our extra in-app purchases. That's kind of why I don't like mobile games anymore. When I was a kid, I used to play a lot of mobile games between, you know, traveling and stuff like that. Especially once my PSP broke, or at least I ran out of things to do on it. So, one of the two. You take your pick. But yeah. So, honestly, mobile games are just kind of dog shit. I mean, even if a game that's normally like that comes out on PC and console, if it has a mobile port, it'll usually have in-app purchases and stuff that the normal game, like the normal like PC and console versions, don't have. Which is. It definitely, that's definitely something else. That's something to say the least, you know. When your mobile port it's selling bits and pieces of the game that usually is like completely unlocked the moment you get that game on PC or console. And there's a lot of games that do that, and I'm just like, yeah, so this is what you do when you play a mobile game. You pay for oxygen. I don't like paying for oxygen. I don't know about you, but yeah, let me, can I turn the camera? Yeah, I can. Why isn't it turning? I have the camera set to, I'm confused, bro. Camera fix. It's rotation fixed? Bro, why can't I rotate the camera? I mean, normally I don't care, but I really want this thumbnail, bro. We need a non-greedy man to save phone gaming. The phone gaming race. Greedy dudes is all there is. You're not gonna get that because oh, there it is. That zoom in. That's what I was looking for. This is what I wanted to get the camera to zoom in. You're not gonna get a someone like that because usually if you find someone who isn't greedy when they make a phone game, they just don't succeed, and you never see that game ever. You just won't know it exists. Even if it exists, it might be out there, but you have to dig through like millions of trash to find it. And are you really gonna do that? Do you have that kind of time in your day to look for that one game that like might be kind of fun, but at least it's not greedy? I don't think so. The real answer is to just don't play mobile games. That is the truest, rawest answer ever. All right, let me get this damn thumbnail. This is perfect. How good does that look? Like screenshot here. Okay, yeah, let me take a look. Let me smell your breath. How good is that? Why does it look so bad here? Like, it specifically doesn't look that good here, but it looks great on OBS. Like, it actually looks clean. Voice crack. It actually looks cleaner on OBS than it does. I don't understand that. Why does it look cleaner on OBS? Only found 2 games made by non-greedy dudes. One of them is a retro-styled Spanish game based off Super Smash Bros. That's another thing about mobile games is 9 times out of 10, they're not, even if it's not a greedy game, the problem you have is 9 times out of 10, majority of the time, truth be told, most mobile games are only fun for just a little bit. I don't care what it is. I don't care what the genre is. It might be the game that's perfect for you. Like you love this game. Like this, oh, I love this game. This is my favorite type of game. Blah blah blah. You might only play it for like a few days before you just pretend like that app doesn't exist. Like every time you scroll over to it and you look at it, you're like, man, I feel like playing something. You look at that app and you're like, you just don't say anything. Like you have a silent nod to yourself. Like, yeah, I don't even know what that app is. You just pretend it doesn't exist. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You have those games that you think you once said was really fun. You probably told somebody that you have this really fun, you found this really fun app on your phone or game, and you played it, you liked it a lot, and now you don't even touch that shit. Not because the game is particularly bad, but because it just doesn't hold your attention anymore. Now you feel kind of guilty for gassing it up like that. You know, like that's what happens. You feel guilty. You're like, damn, I really hyped this game up. I said this game was fucking awesome, and now I don't. Like after 3 days of playing it. I don't even want to touch it anymore. Like it's good enough that I don't want to delete it off my phone until I need the space. Like it's just a placeholder at that point. Like that's what happens to a lot of mobile games. Is they end up just being placeholders. They're just glorified placeholders. Why does it look like that? Let me do this. Okay, this looks better. It's like whenever I have the fist out, it messes with the bitrate, even on a screenshot. Interesting. Interesting. It's probably what happens on stream. I'm gonna go with this. I'll go with this as my thumbnail for the video. Pick this. Okay. Let's see, scale layered. Just pointing out, if you ever have any plans on making content on YouTube, and you want to make your own thumbnails, make sure you always, if you want to make a good thumbnail, the correct scale for YouTube thumbnails is specifically these two. And if you have an image that's 1920 and by 1080, which is a regular fucking full screen image these days, just make one of these, right? Usually on most image editing softwares, they match each other with the change, so it scales specifically. So yeah, you get that like that. Oh. If you have to do it manually, just remember it's 1280. I might as well have tips when I'm on these streams anyway. Like it's in the back kind of thing. Anyway, it's 1280, 720, and yeah, boom. Let me pull up the logo. This one. There it is. Okay, where should I put this? There's not really too many spots I could, because with the inability to turn the HUD off, I can't really get a clear image. That's okay. That's fine. Just thought about something actually. Let me try this. Let me try something real quick. What if I put the game in? Turn the title real quick. I'm gonna put the game in config, max frame rate, VSync. Actually, turn VSync off for the sake of the thumbnail. The program I use for editing images actually lets you pick preset YouTube whiteboard to make a thumbnail. Understandable. That's pretty useful, but it's always useful to know like the core knowledge as well, like what actually goes on in the background. Because having automated features for everything is good until you realize a few like down the line you don't know how any of that shit works. Learning how that shit works is mad important. It just is. And I say that not as a like to belittle what you just said, but more like as a warning. Because I know a lot of people who have done things through automated methods, and if that didn't work, they had no idea how to fix it. Or they just get confused by everything because they don't actually understand what the button they press does. If you can learn how to do something manually, even if you never do it manually ever, just do it. Just learn. Just have that knowledge in the background so you know how the shit actually works. So you're not just confused when when something goes wrong. If you have the ability to manually fix it, but you can't because you don't know how. Yeah, it's important. It's been a few situations I've been in over the years where I was like, I didn't know what to do because automated features kind of just make shit harder for you to, in the long run. It's specific, very specific. Windowed. I'm gonna see if the game looks better on stream. I do this. Well, not on stream, but specifically for a thumbnail. I gotta test something. It's a theory I'm testing. Let's see. No resolution. Do this. I know it's not full. I could set it to full or higher, but I don't want to. I'm testing something. Isn't even a program. It's inside a web browser, so I don't think I need to download anything. Understandable. Let's see. Why am I running out of energy? The fuck? I just spawned. What's going on here? Huh? Yeah, okay, bro. I'm not gonna worry about that. Let me just get my thumbnail. Or at least test something. Let me see. What does that look like on Steam? Does it look better? No. It looks worse, actually. That was a bad idea. I'm gonna delete that. I mean, full screen, it looks alright, which is weird. Huh. That's strange. I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that at all, actually. Send it back to the factory, bro. Well, let's change that back. What? Wrong one. Let's see. I did windowed like this. Let me see if that, because it's I'm trying to test if I get a slightly higher quality thumbnail or not by doing this shit. Because it looks really good on OBS, but it doesn't look that good elsewhere. Okay. It's the same quality, really. Like, it doesn't really change. It looks slightly better on my end and on OBS, but the thumbnail itself, like or not thumbnail, when I take a screenshot, it doesn't look as good. Hmm. That's weird. That's so strange. It's like a lot of the quality of the image is completely lost lost. Like I've never experienced this before. Like where there's just complete image loss. That's weird. I catch a let's see. No, that didn't work. Whatever. I'll just go with the thumbnail that I have. Move on. I just wanted to see if I can get a slightly better one. Always aim for higher if you can. But for this one, I'll do it like this. It's fine. Doesn't look the best. It's, should I make that bigger? I'll make that bigger. I want that to catch. Let's see. Let's go. Let's go up 850. Actually, here's that. Let's see. Mm, 790. Let's try that. That's better. That's better. Right here. I'll leave it right here, and then let's see. What should I do for? I think should I have text here? Let's see. Mecha Wet Dream or something? I don't know. Like, something. Doesn't have to be crazy. It doesn't have to be that crazy, right? I might not even need text. Yeah, I really don't need anything crazy. I don't think I need to have text here, right? I think that's fine. I think for this video, I want to try a very minimalistic thumbnail, something like this. Let the fucking thumbnail or let the screen speak for itself. Like this. I think this works. I think this might work. Something like this. Here's what I'll do though. I'm gonna selection and then let's see. No, that's too strong. Merge, not merge. What is it? Addition. There it is. Or overlay maybe. Overlay glow radius. Nice. Pen light doesn't actually work that well with the. Oop, I didn't mean to split. I meant to lighten only. It messes up the saturation. Yeah, no, it messes up the saturation. I hate that. I really like using soft glow, except for when I need the saturation, bro. This sucks. I don't like that. And sharpness is just rough. That looks really bad if I do that. I don't like that. It just makes all the bright whites too bright. And this machine has enough of them that it's actually problematic. Leave the stop right there. No, let's not use soft glow. Instead, I'll use let me see. What do I want to do with this? Because I want to make the image pop, but I don't want to do too much. I want to keep it simple. Anti-alias. Not gonna work. Didn't really do anything. Yeah, because the image doesn't. This image is already high quality, so it's not gonna anti-alias shit.
Let's do it.
Let's see. Let me see. I mean, I could try. Cartoon is always. It does not work with this. This game, the graphics of the game, it's highly specific. I hope it felt good. It's weird that I said that. Never mind. Ignore that I said that. That was strange. I didn't think before I spoke. Always think before you speak. Simple. Ew, fuck that. No. I don't think I want to do. Okay, maybe I do light with shadow here. A lighting effect. Something like this, right? Come on. Something like this. Oh shoot, nope. That's awful. Hate that. Go back to white. Do I want to go with diffuse? Let's see. Do a bit of diffusion. Metallic? No, that defeats it. That takes it away. Highlight. Can I make the? I want to make the light bigger. Environment. I'll leave that alone. Anti-aliasing doesn't do anything to that. Background, no thank you. I'll leave this as it is, slightly off, get a little bit bigger on that, right? And then update. Okay. I think that's great, actually. Something like this. That looks really good. It's minor, it doesn't fully take away. I like that. Imagine do the same thing with the Arkham Knights RNE stream where we just insert disturbing message. Not this time. I want to try, like, because I'm going to spend more time trying to do the voiceover than anything else, which is going to be my first time doing a voiceover, so I want to at least try to do that better, or not better, do that good. So I'm gonna focus on keeping it simple this time, because this is all experimental, you know. Not to mention, there's really no point in doing weird text on the screen. Maybe I'll do a funny thing and it pops up at like 0.2 seconds. Nah, that's a bit too fast. People can't catch that. 0.4 seconds. We'll see. I might do it. I might. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see when I get to that point. Because right now I still gotta. I think this thumbnail's fine, right? I don't actually think I want to do too much to this. I want to keep it simple, just like this game. This game is complex in its own way, but it's also really simple. Because I mean, you just run through and shoot shit and hit shit. You know, obviously there's some nuance to how you build your robot and stuff like that, and your apps or whatever. But other than that, Gucci. So I'll do this. I'll keep it like this. Because I'm gonna let the title do most of the work. The thumbnail is just gonna present the mech. This is the look. Let's go with this. I just thought of a really corny sentence using Clipchamp. What do you mean? How's it corny? You'd have to explain it, because it might not be that corny. You never know until you talk about it. Anyway, let's see. Bringer. Highlight. I just call it highlight. That's what this is gonna be called. Well, really? Start clipping, champ. That sounds like a bad advertisement. Like if I saw a bad advertisement for Clipchamp, that would be the shit that I see roll across my screen at the end of the advertisement, and I would just I don't know, bro. I'd have to go clean my eyes. That's a bit too corny. There's corny, then there's dangerously corny. That one, No, we can't clip that, champ. We can't do that. I don't know about that one, Chief. In fact, I think you just been demoted from champ to chump. Like, get the fuck out of my office. You know what I mean? Like, no. Just kick out. Honestly, fire the intern who pitched that idea. Why do we even listen to interns? Go back to just making them do all of our fucking work for us and send them on their way. No more ideas from the interns. Nah, I mean, that's dangerously corny though. That's dangerously corny. Yeah, bro, that's like super mega. That's mega corny. Anyway, she back to what I was doing. This changing. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Boom, boom, boom. So that's gonna be my thumbnail. I'll keep I'll keep that up just in case I want to make changes later though. You never know. Okay, and now next thing I want to try to do. I'm just gonna go through play the game. Right, I'm gonna play the game. I'm gonna record it, right? I think something bugged out when I reloaded the game. Like 100% it bugged out. My robot it doesn't have energy issues. It shouldn't be leaking like that. I know it shouldn't because I designed this shit meticulously. I remember I spent like 2 hours making this thing from scratch. That's right. You have to make your robots. A lot of parts in this game. And it might look simple. That's not that many. It's because you don't understand all these parts. They run differently. They have their own stats and stuff like that. I just inhaled cola because I started laughing while drinking. You gotta be careful, bro. Cola's a hell of a drug. Like some of these, a lot of the parts don't look like they're much until you realize, like, some of this shit comes with special features, things, and certain looks. Like, there's just a lot of different parts. This is probably one of my favorite parts, except I never use it. So many different things you could do. This one's really good for flying. Started fucking crying? Couldn't be that. What was so funny? What was so funny you started laughing and crying, bro? That's intense. Let me know. I want to know. Okay. I'm not gonna record first. This is why I need to This is why I need to finish writing up my half-ass script, bro. Because I'm just not certain what I want to do next. Let me pull that shit up. Okay. What's next on the agenda? I think I'll go over, because I'm not going to talk about the story for this game. The story for this game, I'll leave that up to people who want to play the story. This game has a free demo too, so it's not like people can't try it out on their own, whatever. So, you get a little taste of the story in the demo, but I'll leave that for. No, I'm not even gonna make that. Like, if somebody's interested in playing this game, they'll discover the story and play it for themselves, whether they like it or they don't. I like the story in this game, but you know, this is gonna highlight the gameplay. It's very important. So I'm gonna skip straight to talking about the introduction to a slight introduction to the customization, and genuinely feel like why do you feel like that? Why do you feel like that? What happened? Who got to you, bro? Who did this to you? You need an ambulance? Slight introduction to I don't want to label this. Why do I care? These are like footnotes. I'm not like gonna read a script word for word. I'm just gonna like kind of freestyle this. So instead of worrying about the fucking like what exactly am I gonna say? Fuck that. That's for people who care too much. I am going to just slight introduction to customization and optimization. Yeah, because you have to optimize some things, but not as much. When you first start, you don't even have any really much anything unlocked, so optimizing would never be on your mind. So I'll just briefly touch on that. And brief look. Slash that. Can I slash through that? I want to slash through that, but I can't actually. So ignore that. Okay. The cola inhale makes you feel like trucks. Oh, I don't understand. I don't understand how that happens, but it probably messed up your senses when you accidentally inhaled it like that. It happens. You'll be okay. Makes you feel dizzy or some shit, I bet. Let's see. So I guess my first point is going to be character customization. And then after that, talk about weapon or mech weapons. Styles. Okay. So let's see. Here's what I'll do. I'm now gonna record. Wait, let me go to recording. I'm gonna do this, right? Actually, I don't have to do that. Take time out. I don't have to do that. I just make sure this shit is hidden off screen so it doesn't appear when I record. And also, I gotta pause the music. I do, so it doesn't get caught up in the. It doesn't get pulled into the clip when I record it. Okay. All right, that good. There we go. Now, I'm just gonna record myself going through things real quick, you know, like rapidly. First things first. No. I actually forgot to do one important thing. I have to delete that clip because I am stupid. I forgot to mute my mic because certain parts of it, like if I make a noise like it's gonna be on there. I mean, no, it actually doesn't matter. I just thought about it. I could just mute the clip. No, I'm overcomplicating things. Never mind. I'm still gonna delete it because I cut it early. But I'm overcomplicating things. I'm overthinking. Okay, I got this. I'll just mute the clip. That's right. I could keep the music going. Fuck it. I could just mute the clip because it's gonna be a voiceover. I just realized that. Ah, man. All right, run it back. Bam. Run through this. Uh-huh. Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Same deal. You got paint. All right. Maybe a brief touch up on the topic of Just a little roll through this. Might actually cut this part out. Simply to... Nah, I'll just do it all. It's all... It's all in one. It's all in one. Mm-hmm. Okay, something like this. Boom, boom. Just gotta get this part recorded so I can move on to more creative things. There we go. Okay, uh-huh. Just a little showcase, just a little run through some things, right? There we go, something like that. Bam, cut the clip there. Yep, okay. How long is that? It's just a run through. I'm gonna mute that and clip champ. Okay. 3 minutes. I feel like that should be enough time for me to go lightly over stuff that is said, right? Make sure I mute that. So that is now officially a muted clip. Okay. See, let's take a look at the pacing. So, now that I have this, let me think about this. What kind of, let's see. What kind of things do I want to say? Since I'm going to be skipping the intro of the game, so I'm not going to record any of that, because people can play that themselves if they're interested in the actual, what they see, right? So, let's see. So you're probably wondering, let's see, so you're probably wondering what, so you're probably wondering what Metalbringer is. Well, don't worry, I got you. Well, no. It's just a voiceover. It's a voiceover. It's not an intro. It's a voiceover. I'm gonna start the video like this, showcasing things, so like try to be an attention grabber. So it's gonna be the very first clip. This is the intro, basically. Should probably label this. Hit him with something like, so you're probably wondering, I don't know. No, how about this? I got it. I'm gonna go with the more cliche route. I bet you never heard of Metalbringer, huh? Well, don't worry. Let me put you on game. Let's see. Let me try to match the pacing here. No, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. I guess I'll record the audio. So it's 3 minutes. I have 3 minutes, 55 seconds to try to get a simple little run through. Okay. let's see. Yeah, let's do it like that. Yeah. I'll just record another clip and just completely later, once I'm done recording it, try to match the timing. Completely isolate the audio. So I'll do it like this. Yeah. Okay. Have me speaking. Also, I need to pause the stream music real quick. Okay. I'm gonna wing this. I'm gonna wing this shit. I'm gonna wing it. I'm gonna voice over this shit like amateur, super amateur style, because that's how I like it. Okay. No script. Here we go. All right, actually, let me pull up my notes here. So I make sure I hit on these points. All right. At least those. At least I want to say this. Put it like this. And I bet you've never heard of Metal Bringer, huh? Well, fuck! Immediately fuck it up. I can't. I don't want to stutter like that. That's cringy. Here we go. Okay, I got this. 3, 2, 1, play. I wish I got this. Bet you never heard of Metal Bringer, huh? Well, no, I'm not gonna do that. Never heard of Metal Bringer? Let me put you on game. Never heard of Metal Bringer? Let me put you on game real quick. I got an idea. Never heard of Metal Bringer? Let me put you on game real quick. So behind me, you got a whole bunch of. Why behind me? Like, what the fuck? Damn it, that sounds stupid. Behind me, you got a lot of fucking motherfucking. Delete that shit. Start over. Yeah, that sounds stupid. Oh, okay, I think the color looks smell down. Tastes a lot less now. You could just swallow some water or something to help that, but maybe you'll be alright. Let's see. Here we go. I got this. I'm like right there. It's on the tip of my tongue. And let me put you on game real quick. You probably never heard of Metal Bringer, but let me show you something crazy. So behind me, you got. Fuck! I said it again. Delete that shit. Why do I keep saying that? I don't like the sound of that behind me. It sounds stupid. Like I'm at a fucking convention, like pointing at my fucking products. Like, get the fuck out of here. Okay. I bet you've never heard of Metal Bringer before, huh? Let me put you on game real quick, because this game's actually fire. So, you got a lot of customization options, and on the surface, it might just look like another one of those random games with a whole lot of lots. You know, it's a lot of nothing, right? But no, let me really sell you on this one. See, as you can see here, it's a lot of different options, and it's not just clothing. You actually have customization options such as weaponry that changes how your animations look, it changes your playstyle, it changes your stat lineup and how you would build yourself. It's super nuanced. It seems complicated at first, but the more you get into the game, it's actually surprisingly simple. So long as you just, I don't know, read, do that, don't hurt yourself, but, read a little bit here and there. The game is pretty good at teaching you through caveman experience, aka just bash your head against the wall. And next you have things like body paint and things. Obviously right here you see my Naruto black, which is a spin on Goku black, and the colors here, they're more important than you think though. There's a hidden system. I don't want to spoil too much, but the system where your color determines your stats. There's a way to turn it off and everything, and so your color doesn't determine everything, but there's more to it than that. Also, you have the app system, which is, think about like augments and ways it changes the gameplay. This is how you can alter your build or modify a run specifically for a set of robots or your robot that you made, which I'll go over in just a second, like actually right now. So we're gonna go over here, get in the robot, and as you can see, I have a couple over, but you'll see them in a bit. A couple over there, I mean, whatever. You got a lot of parts. Got the head parts and you got the leg parts, which you start at the legs. When you're first making a robot, you always start at the legs. You actually have to, because this determines what parts you could put on top and how your movement is based. It determines your flight. There's also the head. This determines what parts you can attach to your body. Certain heads have certain limitations. They can't have any parts. They can't have many weapons attached to them. In this case, I have 4 weapons attached because that's the head I'm using. And it also, you know, your style is there too. Like it depends on what you want your robot to look like, but you got to pick and choose. It's a mix of style and craft. So you got to be real careful with this. Not too careful, but smart enough that it does make your style determine how you play, as well as what you can have on. You can have whatever weapons on, but it's, you know, slot wise. Now, next I'm gonna go over the, you know, different various looks you can have with these bots. It obviously varies. You see here a lot of different robots here, and there's a little bit of combat. You know, I'll show more combat gameplay in a bit. This is more like the intro. I just want to keep it simple, really entice you, give you a little snippet of a snippet, because this is all just one snippet. I'm not going to give you the whole game. I'm not going to go over the story either. That's something I'm not going to do. There's a story to this game. If you want to play that, go for it. But otherwise, you know, I'm not going to spoil anything. So it's just a little showcase of my robots. I am a person who has 100% this game, so take this with a grain of salt. You will not have robots that hit this hard or go this crazy yet. I am very augmented in my gameplay and, you know, very, you know, min-maxed and all that sort of stuff. I have builds dedicated to the way I want to play the game. So if you don't like the way what you're seeing, trust, you can change these things. You can have your own play style. There's a whole lot of different things. I mean, there's gravity cannons in this game. I will not be going over that. There's a lot of parts in this game I won't be showing for this video because simplicity, but there you have it. Let's move on to the actual combat and the flow of the game, shall we? All right. I think that was pretty good. Don't you think so? I think that was pretty good. A proper yap session for upwards of, well, I think I stopped at 352. It's pretty good. Now I just got to pull that clip into here. Voiceover. So intro, voiceover. So I know. I just noticed the face of the character looks like Minecraft default skin. Yeah, that's just pixel art in a nutshell. That's how it works. Now I need to isolate voice, add audio. So with this one, I want to rip the audio out, detach that shit. There we go, and then I just go like this, and then boom, this should work. Now let me play that back. All right, I forgot. OBS and Clipchamp don't get along, as in you can't hear the playback when I press play, but that's fine because it doesn't matter. Let me there we go. Let me listen back to this though. I like that. Sounds good. Not too loud. Balance actually surprisingly well. I mean, obviously I know my mic range, so I know where to stand, or not stand, where to put my head when I'm speaking for certain aspects, so that's pretty good. Let me add something here. I'm gonna add a text box here. Let's see. Let's see. Ooh, don't do that, actually. I hate that. I hate that a lot, actually. Take that out. Typewriter. Just wanna see. Text. I don't know. Just bring up, because if this game did get popular, I would definitely make guides on Metal Bringer. It's one of those games that hardly exist on the internet, so if there's a lot of confusing factors if you try to deep dive into certain mechanics. I understand how they work after all the time I spent playing the game, but most people probably never will. But I only did it if the game actually became popular again, but... Ash. Alright, let's see that. I wish it was smaller. How many guides on mechanics? Let's see. Did I put dust? Shit, I'm glad I got that. I'm glad I got that. Better. Okay, like this. No, it's still too big at the end. Damn, it's too big. Also need that shit to drag out a little longer. There we go, it fits on the screen. Okay, and then also let me make sure this shit is up here. There we go. There we go. Yeah? I should have mentioned that there's a demo that people could play too. That's actually really important, because if people could play the demo and, you know, actually play for themselves and get a feel for it, they might like it even more. I'll be right back. My dog is starting to lose her mind again. Ah. Alright. Returned. Alright, let's see. Now that I got the intro covered, it does look really good though. Like the recording of this looks surprisingly good. That looks really good. I didn't think it would look this good. I'm happy with this. I'm so happy with this. Let's see, when I started swinging and shooting. Let's see, when I swung here, oh, that's so good. The bitrate doesn't drop at all. No, that's perfect, because I know it looks worse on stream. I guarantee you it looks worse on stream than it does in the actual recording. Like when I post this, it's gonna look way better in video form because of how bitrate and video settings and recording shit is all set up. It's different. I can't showcase the quality that I can record. The recording quality is always going to be better because it's a lot of post-processing that it's allowed to do because it's not live. So that's really good though. That's really good, bro. I love the way this looks. The flooring, like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, bro. The floor looks so clean with the ray tracing, with the reflection and the ray tracing. Ah! Look at this shit. That's crispy. Okay. That's so good. Okay. Now that I got that footage, I'm gonna be making a Minecraft video in pure 2012 style. What are you gonna do in it? You gonna like build or just run around, or like what's the game plan? You gotta have a little bit of a game plan, especially if you want to do 2012 style. That comes with the territory of, you know, having a game plan. What you gonna do? You gotta really like, I mean, because 2012 was a clue. Like, there was a lot of clueless videos that were, you know, not in a bad way. You know, like the style of 2012 Minecraft was people just kind of did shit and didn't really understand most things, and it didn't matter because nobody understood anything. I'm gonna be building stuff. Okay. Are you gonna like do like a speed thing, like, you know, where you like not chop it up, but like you like do this building montage where you just like speed it up? Like, and also that begs the question: if you're gonna do that, are you gonna use like those Minecraft recording mods that allow you to get, like, you know, that, you know, the scenery and shit, like the, you know, like with the bigger Minecraft YouTubers when they have like building montages, they have what, those mods that allow you to like get the camera to free aim around, and specifically like so you can get like angles of you moving around building in a speed lapse or time lapse or whatever, right? Is that what it's called? Yes, it's called time lapse. I think you should try that because that's definitely some 2012 energy. I remember back in 2012 that was becoming super popular because a lot of Minecraft YouTubers were starting to figure out how to do that, so they all did it all the time. And then like mods were coming out where you can have like the different camera angles and free camera angles. I think you should try that. Like, even if you don't know how to do it, give it a shot. Because even if you mess up, it'll look better simply because you tried. That's the most important part. I'm just gonna make a recording and building stuff like a castle and edit it with Windows Movie Maker. Understandable. Yeah, it makes sense. That works. It's definitely viable. Let me out. Let me out. Okay. Now I'm gonna go do some. I'm gonna go do some combat. Let's see, which one should I use though? Because I don't want to like. I want to make the combat look good, like really good. I want to drill them out. I always use a crossbow. Let me go with the gravity gun, bro. Let's go with the gravity gun. I'm gonna alter my build specifically for the gravity gun, just so I can make this shit look really fucking good. Some true gravity gun craziness. First, I gotta make Minecraft 1.49 or 1.6 run on my PC. It should run just fine. Just download it. It's a pretty old one. What are you gonna title it? Like, how would you, like, old Minecraft? I want, like, this has to be. There's a catchy title for this. Let me think for you. I got you. Something like old Minecraft. No. Because you have to, you gotta emphasize this version because it's like the 2012 version. This is the 2012 version of Minecraft. So, no matter how you look at it, it's like something like old Minecraft in 2025, maybe 2026, depending on when you post it. Maybe if it's posted in 2026, in a few days, it's gonna be 2026. So, yeah, if you post in 2026, then that'd be it. Yeah, it'd be pretty nice. You put 2026 instead of 2025 because it's the end of 2025. So, like, technically most people probably wouldn't see it until 2026. Yeah, so some like 2012 Minecraft and 2026. maybe you could work on it. Something like that. I feel like that would be a suitable title for something like that, right? Let's see. Yeah, that's gonna work out just fine. Let me modify my apps to do some I would say don't do that. If you actually want people to click on it, if you just want to do it for fun, you don't care if people click or not. But if we're talking about like actual like getting people to click on your shit, you have to have it catchy. And usually the catchiest titles are the ones that sound the most plain. Because building my first castle with the face probably won't be as effective as you think, because it comes off as 9-year-old posting a random ass video. Most people don't click those because they look like a 9-year-old titled it. So if anything, make it look a bit more I'm not saying like scratch the whole title, like I'm not saying it's trash, but I'm saying make it look like a 9-year-old didn't type the title, like dead ass, because most people these days don't click on videos that a 9-year-old made if they think a 9-year-old made it, even if you're not 9 years old. Obviously you're not 9 years old. I'm just saying, make it look a bit more a bit more effort to the title. It really does make a difference. Trust and believe. I definitely learned that the hard way, because not the hard way, but I would say I learned that through my successes on my videos that I did post. Most channels my size don't even have videos that can hit the thousands very easily. I know how to easily make those. It's all about the title and the thumbnail. That's it. That's really it. You got to make sure those pop. That is how you're gonna get people to first off look at it and be like, oh, I guess I'll click on it. You know, you don't need a complicated thumbnail. Just something that showcases maybe the end product. Like actually finish making the castle and get a really nice screenshot of it. I don't know, like make yourself invisible and then like go into creative mode and fly around, right? And then like get a really nice full screenshot of your finished product, and then like make that your screenshot or your thumbnail. That way people know what they're gonna click into instead of just being, you know, confused or whatever. You know, like just they don't have to guess. They know what they're gonna get into, and that way they know it's a building montage video. Letting people know what they're clicking is the most important thing. Because if they don't and they're just guessing, they probably won't click on the video, because most people are lazy and they don't want to think about things. So therefore, if you want them to click, don't make them think. Give them something immediate to understand, like they can immediately understand, and they'll be like, oh, it's a building montage. And if they like it, they're gonna instantly want to click on it, because people who like building montages, they're gonna click on it. If you like something, you click on it. Let me help you out there. People, that's another thing you shouldn't do. Don't do the Minecraft version, because people probably don't know Minecraft versions by name. They won't, more than likely, most people realistically won't even understand what that number is. You know why? Because most people are really stupid and they just press the update button when there's an update. So they have no idea what that number is. They actually won't even know what you're fucking talking about. Like, it sounds stupid, but it's true. Most people are fucking stupid. I mean that in the most honest sense possible. Like, most people are actually fucking stupid, and you have to make sure you stupid proof your shit. Dead ass. I'm so serious. If you don't stupid proof your titles, they'll just be confused and look at and just ignore it. So hear me out. Your title's fine, but here's something like let's see. So let me slightly modify it for you just to make it stupid proof. Okay, so let's see. Building a castle. Also, make sure you capitalize every first letter for every, like, except for like single letter. Like, I got you. Like this. You know why? Because I don't know why. It's just more eye-catching when every word is capitalized on the first letter. It's weird, but it gets people to click. It also gets people to like read it more often. It's like their brain works more when they see every letter capitalized. Or every first letter capitalized. I don't understand the logic, but I'm going to type it out for you. I'm going to type it out for you so you know exactly what I mean. Castle. And 2012 Minecraft. There we go. Some shit like this. And I know you're doing it for fun, so it's not really about getting people to click on it But at the end of the day, if nobody watches it, it's kind of pointless. You at least want people to bother to look at it. This is probably going to be effective. This shit right here is more than likely going to work. So, and if you want to take it, if you actually really want to like make the thumbnail really good, there's a very simple thing you could do. Just put a red arrow, like make you obviously get a thumbnail of your castle when it's completed, and just put a fucking red arrow pointed at it. Like, yeah, that's it. I don't know why, but like red arrows are also a thing that just makes people want to click on things because it's like a brain worm. Like they see red arrow and they're like, ooh, red arrow. What is it? I wonder. It's pointing at the castle. Oh, and then like, yeah, a castle first cat. No, that's just a stupid title. You know what? Never want to make this title too stupid. That just confuses people. And when they're confused, they definitely don't click. You gotta be careful with that, man. That's like the confusion is a ticking time bomb. The only time it works is when it's a meme. Memes are funny when they're confusing, but a video is when it's confusing, it's just not clicked on because people like to not be confused. Anyway, let me finish making this because if I'm gonna run around with this. It's what you said in the title? No, I typed it out. Look, it's in chat. What? No, I typed it out. It's building a castle. Oh, I did. You're right. I did type that. I'm so sorry. My brain cells are split. Let me retype that shit. My bad, bro. To be fair, I'm like in the process of trying to record and edit my own fucking videos. So, like, obviously. Fair companies building my first castle. That's what I meant to fucking type. Building my first. Yeah. Okay. Did I spell that right? I spelled that wrong, but there we go. What? Yeah, okay. Yeah, there you go. Boom. That in my opinion would be a very effective title for something like that. Now let me get this. Pull surrounding enemies while charging. I think I want to do that, yeah. Okay, maybe just 2 of those. And then has a chance of reflecting enemy shots. No. Not really. That's superfluous. Where is it? It was the gravity one. Boom, 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 boom. In this case, it wouldn't be blades. Would this count as blades? Time out. This counts as blades, right? No, these don't count as blades. Enhance ricket, enhance suction. That's what I need. There we go. Bam. There we go. And then I'm gonna need shocking shell. Add electricity to the bullet. The beam bullets, which is exactly what this is. 0. That's solid. Not using that. And then. Oh no. Retarget. Homing bullets. No, they're not. Explosive pierce. I don't think I'm not using solid, so. Yeah, explosive ricket. No, I'm not doing that either. I'll keep that on. No, I will not. I'm not using that. Unloading all shots. Drill's gonna be, actually, if I use the drills, it'll make it easier to record as well. So, like, record actual combat without making it too overwhelming. So, yeah. Beam shots penetrate walls. Yes, sir. Multiple target. No. Rapid fire. I'm not using arrows right now. Consecutive waves. Not using that either. Do I want the? Let's see. I don't need those actually. What I do need is Fast bullets. Some fast bullets in that bitch. Heavy doesn't really matter because wait, does that only affects? No, that affects all range. Extend flight. Like max that out. Extended flight is good. 8 on that. Okay. Because these are because it's just bullets in general. It doesn't say which type. Yeah. Max that out. And then don't want long range. No, actually. I'd rather them be close to me. Don't want the scorching. You know what? Let's do snowflake. Let's do ice. Ice gravity cannon, because it sucks out the heat. You know, it's gravity cannon. That'd be pretty fire, actually. Okay, perfect. All right, next thing I'm gonna record is. I also have to put music over this too, because otherwise it's just gonna be me talking with music game audio. So, okay, here's what I'll do. I'll record on my clip. I'll make a full combat clip, whatever, right? And then I'll have I have it cut up, right? I'll cut this shit up and have a section where you hear the game audio, simply so that people could take that in. And then after that, I'll mute the shit and mute the other half, and I'll do my voiceover on that part. Just so people could get a taste of the sound. Yeah. Okay, do it like this. Go. Actually, no. This is a section I'm gonna have muted. Go. Okay. So something like this. And then I'll unmute here. Actually, I completely fucked that up. I stopped the clip. I accidentally stopped recording. Oh, damn it. This one is... Yeah, this is a 2-second... Ah! I pressed the wrong button. Pressed the wrong hotkey. Brain freeze moment. It's fine though. That's gonna be that whole portion is gonna be the music section, and I'm gonna record the audio version. Okay. Okay, perfect. All right. Stats. Just let me see about pulling that in there. Oh, I just realized I had Gimp, not Gimp. What you call this shit? That Clip Champ open over the screen the whole time, so you couldn't actually see gameplay I was recording. But it's fine. I'll drag it in. Drag it in. You the way, the way. Oh shit! Because I had that on screen, you couldn't actually see anything. Oh my god, I'm a dumbass. I forgot about that. I forgot the fact that I have to take the fucking clip chip off the fucking OBS rendering so one it wasn't visible. I gotta record that whole thing again. Scrap all of it. Yeah, scrap it all. Run it back. Delete all of them. But it's fine. It doesn't really make a difference. I can easily redo all that. Turn the base. That was on every single one of those too. For the one that was just a voiceover, I don't have to worry about that. I just take the audio out. That's all I needed. But ugh. Okay, so this first clip is gonna be muted again. This is what initial gameplay is gonna record myself tearing through. I'll ignore the puzzles. Okay. There. All right. Now I have the full clip. Now I can easily cut that up into pieces and the parts that I need. Okay. Bring Quick Chat back on the screen, like so. Okay. gameplay. It's gonna be probably a shorter video. I don't think I need to be super long. Not for a game like this. Let's make a zoom in effect actually. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Where's let's see. No, that's really good actually. Okay, and this first section is going to be muted, so let me find where I get to the boss. No, first mini boss rather. There it is. So get right here. So one of these parts I mute myself and turn the music off. Right there. Right there. Okay, perfect. And split that. Make this, mute it. And this next section is, so I'm gonna do a little voiceover here. Nothing crazy, something quick. So I have up to just a minute. No, it's like just 30 seconds worth of voiceover here. And after that, and this is the part where I stumble for a lot. So let me make that funny. Okay. That being said, I think next all I'm gonna do is I'll do an outro after this. Yeah, I'll just do an outro. Not without the voiceover because I don't really need that. Where do I struggle with the arm? Right here. Let's see. Right here. Yep. Don't be like me. I'll put something like there we go. No, wrong one, wrong order. For this, bring proper range gear. What? Right, because it's a regular text box. I can't use that for some reason. Weird clip champ issues that make no sense. Whatever. Make this because this make this big on the screen because honestly I really just flounder here. I really just fuck around. It's like failed to catch this one arm this whole time. So something like this right here. Yeah, let me drag that. What's that from? So on screen, 10 seconds is too long. Let's go. No, it was 11 seconds. So let's go 8 seconds. 8 seconds of that should be enough. There we go. Something like that. 8 seconds of that. Should be able to read that in time. If you can't, get your reading comprehension up. Jesus. There we go. Okay. Okay. That being said, now I need to record the outro. Wait, no, I actually need the voiceover. Do I want to do a voiceover here? Well, it's muted. Right here. Yeah, I guess I'll do a voiceover. I gotta pause the music real quick. Okay. Here we go. What do I want to say here? Because I only have upwards up to about 36 seconds, so I'll voice over for 30 seconds, and because the whole thing, most of that whole thing, and then like have it fade into, or not fade, but like go into this, which is the just raw gameplay. Let's see. Here we go. Something like. So here we got a regular gameplay. Well, I say regular, but this is in-game. Don't do what I did. I am strong enough to handle accidentally hitting myself. You can blow yourself up and destroy yourself if you're not careful, so... I messed up the clip. Delete that. Let me try that again. Let me see, somewhere right. Okay. Yeah. And let's start here. And so here we got it. Why did I say it like that? Nope. Hey, that sounds so stupid. So here we got the fuck, bro. It sounds so. Don't sound so silly. Right. Let's see. Something like, let's say, and now someone's knocking. No, someone's ringing the damn door. Fuck. I'll be right back. You really can't catch a break with this sort of shit. Ugh. That was worthless. Alright, right here. Here we go. Gonna get it. Gonna get this recording, bro. I got this. Okay, gonna get this voiceover. Here we go. And alright, so now you got some gameplay. I wouldn't say this is standard gameplay. This is literally in-game, like full in-game. I have 100% of this game, like 10 times over at this point. So you're gonna see me breeze through. But also don't play like I'm playing. I'm really just goofing around for the showcase purposes of, you know, upper end gameplay. This is just really fun stuff. But in a bit, I will unmute the gameplay for you so you can actually hear the game. And I'm going to fight a mini boss here. Here you go. All right, something like that. That's long enough. It's solid. It's concise. It's for what I want it to be. Let's see. There we go. That's what I need to do. I need to detach. There we go. Right there. Because that goes up to 3 minutes, 3 seconds to that. So something like here. That's perfect, actually. So I need to detach that audio. I can play my music now because I'm done with that voiceover. So boom, like that. Let me see. Let's see. All right. Okay, so right here, there's a bit of awkward silence, but it's not a bad thing. So right here, at the transition point, here's what I'll do. I'll add text. There we go. Prepare for 8-bit chaos. And let's see. That's Ash. Okay. How long does that last before the? Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, and then you get the. Okay, now that's perfect. I don't need to do too much after that. Obviously, I'm gonna add background music, but that's after the fact. I'll do my outro first. Actually, no. I don't. Maybe I won't do any background music on this game, on this video. Not too much. Blah blah. All right, so that's fine. That's fine. That works. That works. All right, now let's record the outro. All right. Where am I gonna record this outro? I'll clear out a boss room, actually. I'll clear out a boss room and then I'll use that as my outro location. Because I'm strong enough to do bullshit like that. I'm gonna have to fight. Gonna be a instant defeat. Get off my screen. Man, I've been overpowered this great. The bitrate is starting to get a little crunched though. Just a little bit. I can see it, I can feel it. Right. Or you can die now. Thank you. Alright, GG. Let's grab up all of this stuff. Alright. Pull this up so it's not cluttered. Perfect. Perfect outro area. Perfect outro area. Okay. Some, let me think. Okay, I got you. All right, yeah, okay. Something like I want to make sure that goes away first. It lasts a long time. Okay. All right, so that's gonna be the end of my little bit of. Damn it, a little bit of. Redo. Delete that one. Run it back. All right, so that's gonna be the end of my little showcase of one of my favorite mech indie games that no one's ever heard of. Once again, that's Metal Bringer. It's in the title. It's gonna be in the description as well. I might remember to link the game, the Steam page, if you want it. There's also a demo. Yeah, I forgot to mention that in the beginning. There is a demo, so you can try this game for free. And honestly, there's a lot you can do in the demo. It's surprising. You wouldn't believe until you actually did it. And you think, oh, so you can, if you're not convinced, but you want to check it out, there's a demo you could go check out. But yeah, it's going to be the end of the video. Appreciate you for watching and, giving it a shot. Like and subscribe. Notice how I didn't ask you to do that in the beginning of the video because I have integrity. But yeah, so like, subscribe if you fuck with it. I do intend on making more little videos like these, highlighting games that I really care about. All right, gotcha, robot. Gotcha, robot. Yeah, so that's it. Let me stop rambling and get to the title card or end card. Is that what it's called? It's called end card, right? Yeah, okay. Poof. And then after that, I do like this, right? And I'm like, and then I just let that run. There we go. So I got that recorded. Like this, I'll keep on running. Drag that in. Reach for the stars tonight. Let's see. Let me listen to this back. Let me put that on the screen. Bringer. Okay, make that blue. Like a deeper blue. Actually, I could use the dropper. Bam. Actually, no, that's indigo. It's no longer blue at that point. I think this one? Yeah, that's fine. Mostly, oops, let me do that. There we go. Let's see, play that. Okay, and then outro. Oops. Okay, let's see. I want to do a fade transition into specifically TV interference. Perfect. I like that transition. For an outro, it's great. Poof. I love that. That's really good, actually. I'll have the fucking actual like in card stuff. I'll set that up on YouTube, on the YouTube end. Do I want to do? Now I got to figure out. Do I want to do background music or not? The video's done. It's a short. It's a short 7-minute. It's an 8-minute video. Nothing crazy. I didn't really want to make this too long anyway. So do I want to do background music on this? I don't think so. I think I'll keep it simple. No background music for this entire video. I'll let it speak for itself. Okay. That being said, yeah, let's go with that. I'm not gonna do anything fancy. Just let it go. And then I'll add a fade out. Let's see. What? There we go. Perfect. And with this one, I want the intro to have a fade in. Like an 8-second fade in. Okay. There we go. Perfect. And then into this one. Should I make that? You know what? Let me use a different font for that, actually. I have a perfect font for this. Let me upload another font. Import font. Let me go drag it in. It's the small things. It's always the small things. No, that's not the one. Picked the wrong one. It's fine. I have another one I can use instead of that. Was it Black on Sunrise? Nope, wasn't Black on Sunrise. It was Bouncy. No, it wasn't Bouncy. It was where's the 8-bit one? Oh, here it is. This is the one. More like pixel art rather than 8-bit. There we go. Now I go back into here. Bam. Jeez, that's large, huh? Shit. Okay, a little bit too large. Well, damn. Okay, bro. Okay. Pause that. Put that up here. No, I'll put that down here for once. Mix it up. Mix them up. Bam. Like that. Alright. Great. No, how good does that look, actually? That's one thing I needed to see. How good does this section look? That looks way better than I thought it would. That looks way better than I gave it credit for. I don't think it shows well on stream right now, but once I render this video, this actually looks, it's gonna look fucking way better than it does on stream. Like, recordings are definitely they're just so much better when it comes to just video quality. Especially with the ray tracing, you can really see all that shit. It really shows. Nice. It's fucking sick. Okay. I'm gonna leave it like this. Make a game you never heard of. There we go. No, I wouldn't say the most expansive. Yeah, that's what I'll go for. The coolest mecha game you've never heard of. That's gonna be my title. What I'm gonna do. Something like that, right? There we go. So now that I have that, let me pull YouTube up. I guess the game can go. Okay. I just gotta upload the shit, and that's gonna be the end of the stream. Man, this went so much better than last time. Last stream took me like, what, 5 hours to record and edit a video on stream? This one was, even with all the pointless deliberation and shit that I had to go through, it was not bad. Not bad at all. Get that into YouTube immediately. Yeah, upload my thumbnail because I just have it prepared already. So I'm a smart cookie. Bring your highlight. That's the one. Yeah, always watch your shit back. It's a good habit to watch your videos back and stuff. While I wait for this to upload to YouTube, I will play that back. Just cause. Also need to get the Steam page for this game. Steam store page, so I can put that in the description. Let's see. I'm making my description real quick. It's just in case anybody in the future is wondering what all this typing for. Demo. Okay, anything else I want to put in the description? Nah. There we go. It's almost done uploading. Shit, uploaded fast. Love that. I didn't even set up the tags yet. Damn. Also, I gotta make sure to make a new playlist for this stream series as well. I have to do that actually. I need to pull up the tags actually so I can steal those. All right, I also have to add my title card video. Choose a specific video. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? No, that's the wrong one. That's not the right one. This is the one. Yes. Okay. Let's see. I think I want to do it the poof. Right there. Yeah. There we go. And then... Okay. Save that. Public. Boom. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Post. Post. I should make a playlist for this too. Yeah, I should make a playlist for both, and 2 new playlists I need to make. I can make a personal make a playlist for this stream while I'm streaming. Okay. Actually, with that being said, almost done through there. So I need to think here. Wait, what? Let's see. I forget how to add shit to playlist. Oh my goodness, where's the button for that again? There it is. That's the one. You make a new playlist. That's the one right there. New playlist. Okay. My recording somehow they exactly hit 11 minutes and 1 second. I didn't even try to hit a certain time. To be fair, you missed 11 minutes by 1 second. I'm just saying. Just recorded till I was done with my thing. Understandable. Wait, did you make a castle in 11 minutes? How large is this castle, bro? Yeah. I want the one thing. And add this to the playlist. And also, okay. And then I need to go back to the stream. And then I need to put this in its own new playlist. Let's see. This one. Process. No, I just decided to make a house instead. Understandable. That explains the 11 minutes. Make it. All right. There we go. Done. Save that. Okay. That's all set up. Posted. Great. Okay. That's gonna be that. I haven't posted. I did everything. That's everything. That's gonna be it. Let's go ahead and do this. All right. Well, appreciate you for watching, Max, and anyone else who watches in the future. I know some people clicked in, clicked off, but like, you'll be back. You always come back. Don't lie. You know you do. I know you do. Anyway, but yeah, no, definitely appreciate anybody watching in the future, because I know this series is gonna like be interesting for sure if I like, really keep at it and keep doing what I'm doing. Yeah, so if you did like and and all that stuff, go ahead and hit me a sub. I've been grinding, I've been working, I've been trying to do this shit daily, and I've been doing this shit daily, sometimes multiple times a day, because like I'm really on my shit. So like maybe even slide me some bread. But all jokes aside though, really appreciate y'all. Have a good one. The fuck out of here. Stop staring at this leave now screen and actually leave now.